Joining us now, member of the Kyiv Territorial Defense, Vladimir Klitschko. He's a former professional boxer, and his brother, Vitaly Klitschko, is the mayor of Kyiv. So my first question to you, sir, is what is the latest that you're hearing out of Kyiv, Mariupol, and across Ukraine?
The fights are going on all around the country. In this case, from the east and the south side, more activity of the Russian forces trying to get closer and closer and further to the capital as well. Around capital, all those cities, satellite cities as Bucha, Gostomel, Ivankiv, Makarov, they've been destroyed, civilians killed. It's pretty much the same images, disturbing images of people killed. And it really doesn't matter to Russians, the Russian army, how much destruction and how much pain they do to the Ukrainians. It's just reminds me of a war that was Second World War, after which international law was put in place, and in the 90s, where Ukraine gave up the nukes for sovereignty of the borders, where Russia signed this as well. So we totally understand that everything that is happening in Russia and brainwashing propaganda works for the past years, and people really believe that, Russian army believe, and people in Russia believe that this is deep nationalization of Ukraine. How's it possibly these lies can brainwash so much, where we have a president with Jewish roots, and we have Holocaust Memorial, where I'm a member, where in 1941, over 100,000 people were shot dead, and it's called Holocaust by bullets. Unfortunately, 5 days ago, Russian rockets landed exactly in the same place, killing civilians, and that was Holocaust by Russian rockets. So eventually this lie will come to an end, and justice will come over this crime. This is war crime, what is happening, and eventually it's going to happen. I just wish that this end of the war will come sooner. And my request to the allies of Ukraine and the Western world in this case, we've been, as Ukrainians, fighting for our freedom and our democratic principles that we share with our allies. We definitely need support now. We need humanitarian support. We need military equipment as support. We need everything and a lot now. And I promise to you, we, Ukrainians, will give back multiple times, because we're defending not just Ukraine, we're defending the world. And if we speak about the Third World War that everybody is so afraid of, it's already started in Ukraine. This senseless war that Putin's Russia has started and killing and pretty much making genocide of the Ukrainian population, and their propaganda is saying that Ukrainians are a mistake of the history. Just listen to this. We shouldn't exist. We're a mistake of the history. This nonsense should come to an end. And the sooner it happens, the better it is.
So, Vladimir, as we mentioned earlier, your brother Vitaly is the mayor of the capital city of Kyiv. There's been a lot of concern about whether or not that city would fall to the Russians. It looks like the Russians have been stymied and can't get all the way into the city. They've taken some towns around there. What is the state of the fight inside Kyiv? What are you hearing from your brother? Will Ukrainian military and civilians hold that city?
We Ukrainians gonna hold not just the capital. Russian army and Russian boots and Russian soldiers never gonna be here. We're united. Our will is strong. We will defend. I know that it's just not my opinion. I'm not representing any office behind me. I don't have it. So I'm not the mayor. My brother is the mayor of the city. But I'm speaking from all the Ukrainians, sisters and brothers, Ukrainians, that we stand firm, we stand in arms, we will defend. We definitely need support. We need to have it now. The fights are going on in the skirts of the city. Rockets every day landing on the capital, in the capital, destroying the infrastructure, killing the innocent, cluster bombings and evidence of that, phosphoric bombs, which are forbidden by the international law. It's just happening in Ukraine. Don't be passive observer. Just sanction Russia. Isolate economically Russia. Every cent that Russia is getting in their budget, they're using it for weapons to kill and genocide the Ukrainian population. And Ukraine is not just the country that they will invade, and their propaganda already announced it. We will roll. We will get further. This is just the beginning. So let's put this rolling an end here in Ukraine, and we'll do anything for that. Trust us.
Vladimir Klitschko, thank you so much. You said that Ukraine would give back. You all have already given back so much to the West, to Americans, and to those who love freedom everywhere. We greatly appreciate you being with us this morning. Good luck and Godspeed. Hey, thanks so much for watching our YouTube channel. You can follow up on today's top stories and breaking news, or catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.